Make sure y'all go check out the latest WTPNE podcast on my Jaye Black live streams 2 channel. The link will be in the description box and in the comment section as well. All right. What's going on, people? Jaye Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. You know, I posted a picture to my Instagram. Shout out to everybody who follows me on Instagram. And by the way, speaking of Instagram, make sure you follow my new Instagram. It's JDB Brands on Instagram. That's why I'm going to be promoting my t-shirts from my Teespring store. If you want to know any new additions or what I have already there, go follow me on JDB Brands. I should have that in the description box and comment section too, for the people who don't look in the description box. But I want to talk about this female, Toni Harris. I posted a picture to my Instagram, and well, let me see if I can look it up. But I was very put off by this whole scenario because I know how it's going to end. But be that as it may, I'm a person who can be very optimistic. You know, I think life is about optimism. I posted this picture of this female, Toni Harris, or Antoinette Harris. She is a female football player. She was at a junior college in East Los Angeles. She's from Detroit. She's 21 years old. She was actually featured in the Toyota commercial. I did not know that was an actual female football player. I just thought that, you know, that was Toyota being very social justice friendly. Well, I saw this post. It was like a picture of her in her uniform on the field with a caption on it that says, "Female safety makes college football history. Toni Harris becomes the first female football player at a skilled position to sign a letter of intent, accept scholarship at Central Methodist University." Okay. Now, my caption in the photo was, "I will never understand why females insist on being a part of organized male sports or groups." And I don't. And I got a good amount of comments. I have 27 comments so far. And make sure, shout out to the people that like the post. Because I'm confused. I'm like, you got women who do so much for empowering each other and wanting to do things with each other and build with each other. But they're always trying to be where the men are. Now, I'm not going to lie. You know, the female got a really nice body on her. You know, she got, you know, thin, curvy. Y'all know how y'all be liking them. You know, she has a cute smile, you know. You know, she's definitely eye candy when she's not in her uniform, you know. And I'm looking at her Instagram, I'm looking at her Twitter, and people are loving this. ESPN is eating it up. She's doing interviews. And this is what I want to say this before I get to the ESPN article. I don't understand the need for women to want to be the first female this and first female that. Football is a male sport, you know, that is dominated by men. Okay? There is no WNBA equivalent to the NFL. But there are female fans of football. Okay, but there are leagues for women. Okay, who can take getting hit by another woman, because I guarantee you this, when she gets to the college that she's going to be going to, which is going to be Central Methodist University. Some people are saying this is a Christian school, but as soon as she get on the field and she sees how faster and how bigger and how stronger those grown men are, because let's face it, she's in junior college with 18 and 19 year olds. Okay. When she gets to SMU, she's going to be around 20, 21, 22, 23 year olds. And in the case of BYU, 24 and 25 year olds, you know, she's going to basically be around grown men. Okay. She's going to be at a 4-year university. All right. Those coaches don't care about, you know, social justice. They care about winning. Now, maybe they offered you a scholarship as a way to promote their school, which is what they probably did. But let me tell you something about recruiting. Coaches will tell you one thing and then they will actually do another. This is why players end up transferring, because they felt like the coach lied to them, told them that they'd have playing time, they'd be a starter, and when that doesn't work, they end up transferring. But in this situation, She was coddled at East Los Angeles Juco College. Now, again, I could be wrong. She could go to Central Methodist University, and she could, be good. She could really put up stats. She could be worth the hype. Okay? Or it could be the situation with Snoop Dogg's son, who was a highly recruited football player, okay? Chose to go to UCLA, and he got on the field for about a week or 2 weeks and decided, football is not for me. Because he got on the field again with grown men who's been in the weight room, who's been on the field against other bigger, stronger college football players. And when he saw how fast and strong they were, he did not want to compete anymore. He said, I hope I can keep my scholarship, but I do not want to play football, especially on this level. That is the reality that she's gonna see. Now she's talking about how, she's inspiring to be in the NFL. She's gonna be the first female football player in the NFL. She wants to play for the Seahawks. Listen, calm down. You got to take it one step at a time. This is why I tell y'all, this is all for publicity, man. She knows that, it can't really go as far as it's going now, because why are you looking towards the NFL? If you were really serious about your football career, you would have said, I'm going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to focus on getting better. I'm going to be the best I can be at, Central Methodist University, and then we'll see what happens. But she's already talking about being in the NFL. Now, again, you can have aspirations and dreams. I understand that. Maybe she's just very confident in herself. But I have seen her working out her highlights. Come on, man. It's because, listen, man, you got guys with 4.3, 4.4 speed running at you, running by you. They put her out there. Man, they put her out there on an island with the team's number 1 and number 2 receiver, or the slot receiver, especially the slot receiver. He's gonna burn her with about 15 to 20 inches of grass in between them. Okay? And listen, I'm an optimistic guy, but I just don't like how women want to be a part of what men are doing, but they have so much shit to say about men and how they are more smarter, they do things better, they get along with each other better as women, they want to build with each other, but they're always seeking the opportunity to be the only female in the room. She seems like the type of person, again, she may love the game of football, she seems like she does, but she seems to me like a female that, she has this mindset of just wanting to be the only female with a bunch of guys. Now she may be a tomboy. I get that. Okay? But she seems like the type of female that, again, wants to be the only female in the room. And I will say this though. With the commercial, the Super Bowl ad that she was in, and looking at all the other females, and they got it named in this ESPN article. A lot of those other females were white females as well, but some of them were kickers. Some of them weren't, seeking to have aspirations to be in the NFL or, to make history. It just seemed like they just wanted to be a part of the group. According to ESPN, Toni Harris made history Tuesday, becoming the first female football player at a skills position to sign a letter of intent accepting a scholarship at Central Methodist University in Missouri. Harris made news when she was offered a scholarship in January of 2018 to play football at Bethany College, an NAIA school in Kansas. The 5'7", 164-pound safety from Detroit had been playing football at West Los Angeles College in California for the past 2 seasons and will now further her college career at Central Methodist University. Becky Longo, a kicker from Arizona, was the first female to sign a national letter of intent at Division II level or higher, signing with Adams State in Colorado last April, Shelby Osborne signed with Campbellsville University in Kentucky in 2014, but she was not initially on scholarship. Defensive back later received a partial scholarship while enrolled at the school. Harris began playing football at age 6 in Detroit, and she eventually played wide receiver and cornerback at Redford Union High School in Michigan. She missed the 2017 season at East Los Angeles College, but had 3 tackles and 1 tackle for loss in 2018. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait. Back up. So, in 2018, she had 3 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. People, do you know how hard it is to get a scholarship? Do you know how many young men in high school send out highlight tapes to all these different colleges and they can't get enrolled or can't get a scholarship because there's not a lot of room left? And you got these colleges seeking to promote themselves or seeking to promote an agenda, and they're giving a roster spot to somebody that had 3 tackles and 1 tackle for loss in 2018. Featured in a Toyota commercial that aired during the Super Bowl, Harris had a spotlight on her journey since she received her first offer from Bethany College. She had a difficult time finding a junior college that would let her play football. You think? Which is how she wound up at East Los Angeles College, where she was given an opportunity. A lot of coaches didn't believe in me, Harris told ESPN in January. A coach told me, nobody's ever going to play you to be at the next level. In the end, you've got to push yourself. I'm going to focus on my goals. Her ultimate goal is to play in the NFL, but for now, she is content with the opportunity ahead of her at Central Methodist. The NFL is a dream, Harris said in an ESPN Q&A. I'm going to be working towards that until the death of me, whether I go drafted or undrafted. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep my faith, and God is going to take me there. And she's very religious, by the way. She's very religious. But I'm looking at this 3 tackles and 1 tackle for loss, family. Unless there's something I missed. I must have missed something. Let me go and see if I missed any of the stats, because I'm seeing all this rhetoric about how, she's good enough to play at this place, but I ain't seeing a lot of statistics. I ain't seeing a lot of stats. Okay, I'm doing this live, people. I'm gonna see if I can find some stats. Is there any stats that can show me? Dear God, there's no stats unless they haven't put them up. Once again, people, you're taking away opportunities from young men who may deserve it a lot more than her. But again, these colleges have an agenda. The media does as well. You're hyping up this woman. We have seen them hype up male athletes too, and those male athletes flop. Okay? I've seen it. I've seen how ESPN and other networks will hype up certain people, and then once that person, it's time for them to shine and perform, they don't do it. And you're taking away a scholarship from young men who are working towards getting into college. They have better stats. They're a lot faster on film. But once again, they have to serve this narrative, and they using a black woman to do it. Because y'all heard the other females I spoke on. I ain't heard of none of them. Maybe except the kicker, the female chick. But we hearing about her. Let's make her into this masculine, athlete figure for us to say, hey y'all, hey men, look at her. She can compete with you with 3 tackles. How do you get a scholarship off 3 tackles? Are they looking at her high school film? Y'all got to understand something, man. I don't have any issues with her being passionate about football, but don't play defense if you're not going to help the team win. You're just there as eye candy. And let me tell you something right now. Are you going to be comfortable in the locker room with these guys? Because I'm telling you right now, dudes walk around the locker room totally nude because they're comfortable being around other dudes. They speak a certain way in the locker room. You're not going to be as coddled as you was at East Los Angeles. You're going to be in a locker room full of dudes who feel like you don't deserve to be there. And in practice, they're going to make sure they show the coaches you shouldn't be there. And it wouldn't surprise me at all is that you're on the field, you're with them, but after maybe a season or so, you're going to end up leaving the team because you're going to realize these guys take this seriously. This ain't about getting Instagram followers. This ain't about doing interviews. This ain't about, being able to get the spotlight on you and talk about getting to the NFL when you haven't even gotten to Central Methodist University yet. People, let's talk about this. I know some of y'all gonna be like, Jaye, why are you going so hard on her? I'm not. Listen, I'm being truthful. This is a reality check. The media is using her as a way to push their feminist narrative and agenda onto college athletics. Look at the transformers they have competing in women's sports. I know females don't like that. They have to compete against these dudes jacked up on hormone, medicine, whatever. Listen, I hope the best for her. She seemed like a really nice and genuine female. Okay? But I just want her to understand the realities of college football. And the reality is that those coaches are telling her things and hyping her up. Once she get there, it's going to be a different story. It's going to be a different story. Whether y'all want to hear it or not, that's just the reality. Like the video and share it. As well as go to the other links in the description. Salute to the supporters. I hope the best for her. But reality will set in the moment she steps on the practice field. Those are facts.